Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man ittaba'a hudah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hereby wish everyone a blessed Ramadan, and I pray that this Ramadan turns out to be the most significant one in our lives, through which we gain even more closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we become deserving of His mercy and forgiveness and favor. It is without a doubt the most unique Ramadan that we are ever to experience. From our general, normal daily tests, we are going to be cut down to one. And this one is the biggest test that we have to ever face. The common test is the test of the dunya, the outer world and its temptations. We still have access to it on a cyber level, but we will try our best to cut down during this month, inshallah. Then our other test that we face generally is our test based on interactions with fellow man. And because of the lockdown, that has also lessened considerably, except again on a cyber level. And then the other test is the test of the whispering of shayateen. And our Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam informed us that once the sun sets on the first night, or marking the first night of Ramadan, all the shayateen are chained. So we are free from them for this month ahead. What is the last test that we are left with, even in Ramadan? And it, without any surprise, it is the biggest test. That last test that we are left to face, which is the biggest test of all, is the test of self. Me, my ego, my lower self, my inner self. I am my biggest test. When I'm supposed to do something but I am lazy to do it, at that moment I am my biggest test. When I go by whatever I desire to do without any consideration for consequences or what my Lord says regarding that act, but simply because I feel to do it, I do it, there am my biggest test. When I look down upon others and I feel myself better than them, my ego pushes me to that level where I reach a level of arrogance. I, in that state, am my biggest test. We are not angels, and no one is naturally simply good, innately good as a human being. Neither are we also naturally bad. We have potential for both. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when speaking to his beloved companion Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, who by some scholars are regarded as the best human being after the prophets and messengers, when he advised him on one occasion to make a particular dua, he advised him amongst the prayers to ask Allah for protection from the bad within himself. A'udhu bika min sharri nafsi. Make this dua and understand how serious the inner self and the ego and the potential that the inner self can have on our success, can have on our spirituality if we simply go by what we feel. We have to subdue this nafs. In Ramadan, we are reintroduced to our nafs. All the whisperings and noise of the outer world, all the whisperings and noise of shayateen, all the potential negativity we may have encountered with interacting with other human beings, all that is cut down, is to a minimal. All that I have to deal with is myself. And if I subdue myself through my devotion, and I subdue myself through prioritizing my Lord, my Creator, I automatically develop more consciousness of my Creator. I subdue myself and I automatically develop more taqwa. I'm subduing myself because of Allah anyway. In the day I'm staying away from food and drink and in sexual interaction with my lawful spouse, for Allah's sake. In the same manner, I subdue my nafs and abstain from unlawful interactions and unlawful activities for Allah's sake. Automatically, by subduing myself, I'm developing more taqwa. And developing more taqwa, is the only reason that Allah documents in the Quran for having decreed fasting. Kutiba alaykum as-siyam. Fasting has been decreed over you. Kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum. Just as it has been decreed on those before you. Why? لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. so that you may develop more God consciousness. The key is firstly to address the biggest test, which is me. And with it, I become more conscious of my Creator. Let's think about that, and dua for steadfastness for the way ahead, and beauty for the way ahead, and ultimately acceptance for all that we are to try to do in this month. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.